Have you ever found yourself inexplicably drawn to the crescent moon, feeling its gentle pull like a whisper from another realm? That deep, unwavering connection to something greater than yourself isn't just coincidence, it could be a sign of your celestial origins. Throughout history, countless souls have walked among us, carrying an otherworldly light while wearing human form. When you can't quench your thirst for spiritual knowledge, when every mystery of existence fills you with wonder rather than fear, and when you feel an innate calling to understand the divine, these aren't merely personality traits. They're echoes of your true nature, possibly pointing to your identity as an earthbound angel. In the next few moments, I'll guide you through the profound signs that distinguish celestial beings in human form, helping you understand why your spiritual sensitivity and connection to the crescent moon may be more significant than you've imagined. Your unending quest for spiritual wisdom isn't random. It's a core aspect of who you truly are. Stay with me as we explore this fascinating possibility together. Whether you're seeking confirmation of what you've always sensed, or just beginning to question your deep spiritual affinity, understanding your potential angelic nature could illuminate the path you're meant to walk in this human experience. Have you ever noticed how your intuition seems to speak in a language all its own, guiding you with gentle nudges that feel more like celestial whispers than mere hunches? This heightened intuitive awareness isn't just coincidence. It's one of the most telling signs of your potential angelic nature manifesting in human form. Think about those moments when you've known something with absolute certainty, without any logical explanation. Perhaps you felt drawn to help someone moments before they reached out in crisis, or you've awakened from dreams that later proved prophetic. These aren't random occurrences, they're glimpses of your soul's original frequency, still attuned to the divine wavelength. Your spiritual sensitivity goes beyond mere empathy. You might find yourself naturally understanding the deeper meaning behind spiritual teachings that others struggle to grasp. Sacred texts and ancient wisdom resonate with you on a profound level, as if you're remembering rather than learning. The crescent moon phases seem to amplify these intuitive gifts. Haven't you noticed? During these times, your dreams become more vivid, your spiritual insights sharper, and your connection to the divine realm feels almost tangible. This lunar affinity is no accident. It's a cosmic reminder of your celestial heritage. You've likely experienced moments of knowing exactly what someone needs before they voice it, or feeling called to certain places without understanding why. These synchronicities aren't random. They're your angelic intuition operating through your human consciousness, guiding you and others towards spiritual growth and understanding. Consider how often you've felt different from those around you, as if you're operating on a frequency others can't quite tune into. This isn't isolation. It's evidence of your unique spiritual attunement, a gift that allows you to bridge the gap between the physical and spiritual realms. When you're in nature, especially under that crescent moon, don't you feel an overwhelming sense of connection to something vast and ancient? This is your intuitive channel at its strongest, reminding you of the celestial realms where your essence originated. Your constant hunger for spiritual knowledge isn't mere curiosity. It's your angelic consciousness, seeking to reconnect with its source. Each spiritual insight you gain feels like coming home because, in a very real sense, you're remembering rather than discovering. The way you naturally gravitate toward healing practices, meditation, or energy work isn't just a hobby. It's your intuitive self, recognizing the tools that help bridge your earthly experience with your celestial nature. These practices feel natural because they align with your true frequency. Besides, your intuitive gifts aren't meant to separate you from humanity. They're tools to help you fulfill your purpose here. By embracing and developing these abilities, you're not just serving your own spiritual growth, but helping to elevate the consciousness of those around you, just as angels are meant to do. Think about those times when you've walked into a room and immediately sensed the emotional atmosphere, feeling the unspoken tensions or joy as if they were tangible things you could touch. This isn't just being observant, it's your celestial nature, allowing you to experience human emotions with remarkable depth and clarity. Your heart seems to have an infinite capacity for compassion, doesn't it? When others share their pain, you don't just understand it intellectually, you feel it resonating within your own being. This profound empathy often moves you to tears during movies, music, or even witnessing small acts of kindness in daily life. Consider how you often find yourself being the person others naturally turn to in times of distress. They might not even know why they're drawn to share their deepest fears and hopes with you, but something in your presence makes them feel safe, understood, and held in a space of unconditional acceptance. The weight of world events affects you differently too, doesn't it? Natural disasters, conflicts, or human suffering anywhere on the planet can overwhelm you with emotion. This isn't weakness, it's your angelic consciousness, maintaining its connection to the collective human experience. You've likely noticed how children and animals seem to trust you instinctively, gravitating toward your gentle energy. This natural affinity isn't coincidental. It's because these pure souls can recognize the celestial light that radiates from your being, even if they can't express it in words. Your emotional sensitivity often makes you feel like you need to retreat from the world's chaos to recharge. These moments of solitude aren't just self-care, they're sacred periods when your angelic essence can realign with its divine source, especially under the nurturing light of the crescent moon. The way you can sense the unspoken needs of others, offering exactly the right words or gesture at the perfect moment, isn't just good timing. It's your angelic intuition working through your human heart, bridging the gap between earthly limitations and divine understanding. Your tendency to feel others' emotions so deeply sometimes leaves you wondering if you're too sensitive for this world. But consider this. What if this sensitivity isn't a flaw, but a gift? What if it's precisely this depth of feeling that allows you to fulfill your celestial purpose here on earth? Remember those moments when your heart feels so full of love it might burst? When the beauty of life brings tears to your eyes? Or when you feel an overwhelming urge to help someone in need? These aren't signs of being too emotional. They're glimpses of your true angelic nature shining through. More than just empathy, you possess an innate ability to transmute emotional energy. When you enter a tense situation, your presence alone often helps calm others. This isn't just good people skills. It's your celestial essence naturally elevating the emotional frequency around you. You might notice that during times of emotional intensity, especially under the crescent moon, your connection to the divine feels strongest. These moments of heightened sensitivity are actually portals, allowing your angelic consciousness to more fully merge with your human experience. Your emotional depth isn't meant to overwhelm you. It's designed to help you serve as a bridge between worlds, helping others navigate their own emotional landscapes with greater grace and understanding. This is part of your sacred mission here on Earth. Think about how often you've known exactly what someone needed emotionally before they could express it themselves. This isn't just being perceptive, it's your angelic awareness, operating through your human heart, allowing you to serve as a vessel for divine comfort and understanding. The way you feel everything so deeply isn't a coincidence or a quirk of personality. It's a fundamental aspect of your celestial design, allowing you to experience and transmute human emotions with extraordinary grace and depth. Have you noticed how your emotional sensitivity seems to intensify during spiritual practices or meditation? This is because these moments of sacred connection allow your true angelic nature to more fully express itself through your human form. Your capacity to hold space for others' pain without being consumed by it isn't just emotional resilience. It's evidence of your angelic ability to transform heavy energies into light, a sacred alchemical process that's part of your divine purpose. Remember, this profound emotional sensitivity isn't meant to exhaust you. It's meant to guide you. Each feeling is a thread in the tapestry of your spiritual journey, weaving together your human experience with your celestial origins. Your heart's vast capacity for love and understanding isn't just a personality trait. It's a reflection of your true nature as a being of light, temporarily clothed in human form to help elevate the emotional frequency of our world. When you embrace this emotional sensitivity as the gift it truly is, you'll find it becomes less overwhelming and more empowering, allowing you to fulfill your role as a light bearer with greater ease and grace. Think about those moments when someone's pain seems to ease just by being in your presence. Your touch, whether literal or energetic, carries a frequency of healing that transcends ordinary human comfort. This isn't learned, it's an essential part of your celestial nature manifesting in the physical realm. The way your hands sometimes tingle or feel warm when you're near someone in distress isn't imagination. It's your angelic healing abilities activating, responding to the silent call of those who need your light. These sensations are your body's way of acknowledging your role as a divine healer. You might find yourself naturally drawn to healing modalities: Reiki, energy work, sound healing, or traditional medicine. These practices feel familiar because they resonate with your original frequency. They're not just skills you're learning, they're abilities you're remembering. Consider how often you've felt an inexplicable urge to place your hands on someone's shoulders or hold their hand during difficult moments. This isn't just compassion, it's your healing energy seeking to flow where it's needed most, guided by ancient wisdom encoded in your celestial DNA. The crescent moon phases often amplify these healing abilities, haven't you noticed? During these times, your energy feels more potent, your intuitive guidance clearer, and your capacity to channel healing light seems to expand exponentially. This lunar connection is part of your divine healing toolkit. Plants seem to thrive under your care, and animals often seek your touch when they're unwell. These beings recognize your healing frequency instinctively, drawn to the pure, unconditional love that flows through you as naturally as breathing. Your presence in hospitals, healing centers, or even busy public spaces seems to have a calming effect on the environment. This isn't just good energy. It's your angelic healing frequency automatically harmonizing discordant energies around you. Have you noticed how your own body seems to know exactly what it needs to heal? This innate body wisdom isn't just good health awareness, it's your angelic consciousness maintaining its earthly vessel with celestial intelligence. When you work with crystals, herbs, or other healing tools, they seem to come alive in your hands. These aren't just tools, they're extensions of your healing abilities, amplifying the divine light that naturally flows through you. Those moments when you feel overwhelmed by others' pain aren't weakness, they're your healing sensors, detecting where light is needed most. Your sensitivity to suffering is directly connected to your capacity to transmute it into healing energy. The way you can often sense exactly where someone's pain or blockage is located without them telling you isn't just intuition. It's your angelic healing awareness, operating through your human consciousness, reading energy as naturally as others read words. Your dreams might often contain healing symbols or guidance for others. These aren't random, they're messages from the celestial realm, using your dream state to download healing information and techniques specific to your divine purpose. That deep knowing you have about alternative healing methods, even before studying them formally, isn't just interest, it's ancestral healing wisdom stored within your angelic consciousness, waiting to be awakened and applied. When you're engaged in healing work, time seems to flow differently, doesn't it? This time distortion happens because you're operating at your original frequency, temporarily stepping outside earthly limitations to channel pure healing light. You might find that certain sounds, colors, or frequencies affect you deeply, triggering healing responses in your body and spirit. This sensitivity to vibrational healing isn't random. It's part of your sophisticated celestial healing system. The overwhelming urge to help heal the earth itself, whether through environmental work or energy healing, comes from your understanding of the interconnectedness of all life. This planetary healing awareness is a crucial aspect of your angelic healing mission. Notice how your healing abilities seem to strengthen when you align with natural cycles, especially the moon phases. This isn't superstition. It's your angelic healing powers, synchronizing with cosmic rhythms to maximize their effectiveness. Your ability to see beauty and potential for healing in even the darkest situations isn't just optimism. It's your angelic perspective shining through, recognizing that all challenges contain opportunities for divine transformation. Remember, these healing abilities aren't just for others. They're also meant to facilitate your own spiritual growth and physical well-being as you navigate this earthly experience. Embracing your role as a natural healer isn't just about serving others. It's about fully embodying your celestial nature in human form. When you create, whether through art, music, writing, or any other medium, don't you sometimes feel as if you're channeling something greater than yourself? These moments of creative flow aren't just inspiration. They're glimpses of your celestial consciousness expressing itself through human form. Your creative process often feels more like remembering than learning, doesn't it? As if the images, melodies, or words you bring forth have always existed somewhere within you, waiting to be unveiled. This is because your creativity draws from the infinite well of divine imagination. Think about those times when you lose track of time while creating, when the boundary between artist and art seems to dissolve. These aren't just moments of concentration. They're sacred intervals when your angelic nature most fully merges with your earthly experience. The way colors speak to you, how music moves through your body, or how words arrange themselves in your mind, isn't just artistic sensitivity. It's your celestial senses interpreting the divine language of creation through human artistic expression. Have you noticed how your creative energy seems to peak during the crescent moon phases? This cosmic timing isn't coincidental. It's your angelic creativity, aligning with celestial rhythms, drawing upon lunar energy to enhance your artistic expression. Your art often carries messages that resonate deeply with others, touching their souls in ways you might not even intend. This isn't just good artistic technique, it's your angelic consciousness, naturally encoding divine wisdom into your creative works. The way you can visualize complete works of art in your mind before creating them isn't just imagination. It's your ability to access the blueprint of creation itself, seeing the finished work in the realm of pure potential before manifesting it in physical form. Your creative expression often serves as healing for others, though you might not always realize it. The art you create carries frequencies of divine light that can touch and transform those who experience it, acting as a form of vibrational medicine. Notice how your creative ideas often come in dreams or meditation? These aren't just random inspirations, they're downloads from the celestial realm, using your receptive states to transmit divine creative concepts through your human consciousness. The unique way you combine elements in your art, creating unexpected harmonies and beautiful juxtapositions, isn't just creativity, it's your angelic perspective, naturally expressing the sacred geometry of existence through your chosen medium. Your ability to see beauty in the ordinary and transform simple materials into expressions of divine beauty isn't just artistic skill. It's your celestial nature recognizing and revealing the sacred in everyday life. When you create, you might find yourself drawn to certain symbols, patterns, or themes that feel somehow familiar. These aren't just aesthetic preferences, they're echoes of the celestial language your soul remembers from its original state. The way your creative expression often seems to anticipate cultural or spiritual trends isn't coincidence. It's your angelic awareness naturally attuning to the evolving needs of human consciousness, creating art that serves as a bridge to higher understanding. Your creative process might feel different from others, more intuitive and less bound by conventional rules. This isn't rebellion, it's your celestial nature expressing itself freely, unconstrained by earthly limitations. Have you noticed how your art often contains layers of meaning that reveal themselves over time, even to you? This depth isn't just artistic complexity, it's your angelic consciousness weaving multiple dimensions of truth into your creative expression. The profound sense of purpose you feel when creating isn't just artistic passion, it's your recognition of creativity as a sacred act, a way of channeling divine energy into forms that can touch and transform human hearts. Your ability to work with light and shadow, whether literally or metaphorically in your art, comes from your deep understanding of the divine dance of duality. This isn't just artistic technique, it's your angelic wisdom expressing universal truths through creative form. When you share your creative works, you might notice they have an unexpectedly powerful impact on others. This isn't just artistic merit, it's the divine light encoded in your creativity, touching something deep within the human spirit. In fact, your creative gifts aren't just for personal expression, they're tools for bringing more beauty, healing, and divine light into the world. Each time you create, you're fulfilling part of your celestial purpose, helping to elevate the vibration of human consciousness through the power of divine creativity. During the Crescent phase, you might notice your intuitive abilities heightening, as if the moon's gentle curve is opening a direct channel between earthly and divine realms. This isn't coincidence. It's your angelic essence, responding to one of its most powerful cosmic allies. Think about those nights when you feel an overwhelming urge to perform your spiritual practices under the crescent moon's gentle light. This timing isn't random. It's your celestial self, recognizing a sacred window when the veil between worlds grows thinner. The crescent moon has always been associated with new beginnings and divine feminine energy. For you, these phases aren't just symbolic, they're tangible shifts in your energetic field, moments when your angelic nature feels most awakened and aligned. Have you noticed how your dreams become more vivid and prophetic during the crescent phase? This isn't just your imagination. It's your angelic consciousness using these powerful lunar portals to receive and transmit divine guidance more clearly. The way your energy seems to naturally ebb and flow with the moon's cycles isn't just sensitivity. It's your celestial rhythm maintaining its cosmic dance even while in human form. The crescent phase often marks your most spiritually receptive periods. During these times, you might feel an overwhelming urge to write, create, or channel divine wisdom. This creative surge isn't just inspiration, it's your angelic essence taking advantage of the crescent moon's amplifying energy to express celestial truths. Your ability to perform energy work or healing seems enhanced during the crescent phase. This boost isn't just lunar influence, it's the perfect alignment of your angelic frequency with one of nature's most powerful spiritual catalysts. Notice how your emotional sensitivity deepens under the crescent moon? This isn't vulnerability, it's your heart center, opening more fully to receive and transmit divine love, using the moon's gentle energy as a cosmic amplifier. The peace you feel while moonbathing during the crescent phase isn't just relaxation, it's your entire being resonating with a celestial frequency that feels like home, remembering the light realms from which you came. Those spontaneous insights and downloads that often come during crescent moon meditation aren't random. They're divine messages taking advantage of this optimal communication window between earthly and celestial realms. Your physical energy might shift during these phases too, requiring more rest or solitude. This isn't weakness, it's your angelic essence requiring quiet time to properly integrate the powerful cosmic energies available during this phase. The way crystals and other spiritual tools seem more potent under the crescent moon isn't imagination. It's your natural ability to harness and amplify lunar energy, combining it with your own celestial frequency for enhanced spiritual work. During the crescent phase, you might feel an overwhelming urge to perform rituals or ceremonies. This timing isn't arbitrary. It's your soul recognizing ancient rhythms perfect for connecting with your divine purpose and power. Have you noticed how your ability to manifest seems stronger during these times? This isn't just good timing. It's your angelic essence working in harmony with the moon's creative energy to bring divine plans into earthly reality. The deep sense of nostalgia you might feel while gazing at the crescent moon isn't just emotion. It's your soul recognizing a celestial signpost, a reminder of your true home and purpose here on Earth. Your heightened awareness of synchronicities during this phase isn't coincidence. It's your angelic consciousness operating at peak frequency, more able to recognize and interpret the divine messages constantly surrounding you. The way time seems to flow differently during your crescent moon observations isn't imagination. It's your momentary alignment with celestial time, where the boundaries between physical and spiritual realms become more fluid. These glimpses of psychic awareness are like windows opening to your true celestial nature. Consider those times when a name flashes in your mind moments before your phone rings, or when you dream of events that later unfold exactly as you saw them. These aren't random occurrences, they're your natural clairvoyant abilities breaking through the veil of ordinary consciousness. The way information sometimes downloads into your awareness, complete and crystal clear, isn't imagination. It's your angelic consciousness accessing the Akashic records, reading from the universal library of all knowledge and possibility, with the ease of turning pages in a familiar book. During the crescent moon phases, you might notice these abilities intensifying dramatically. Visions become clearer, intuitive hits more accurate, and the boundary between physical and spiritual sight grows delightfully thin. This cosmic timing acts as an amplifier for your natural psychic gifts. Think about those moments when you've walked into a room and instantly known everything about a situation without a word being spoken. This isn't just being observant. It's your clairvoyant abilities naturally reading the energetic imprints of people and places. Your tendency to see auras or energy fields around people and objects isn't a trick of the light. It's your celestial vision expressing itself through your human eyes, allowing you to perceive the subtle bodies that most others miss entirely. Those vivid symbols or images that appear in your mind's eye during meditation aren't just imagination. They're divine communications, using your natural clairvoyant abilities as a channel for celestial guidance and wisdom. Have you noticed how often your random thoughts turn out to be precisely what someone needed to hear? This isn't coincidence. It's your psychic abilities naturally tuning into the collective consciousness, receiving and transmitting divine messages. The way past, present, and future sometimes seem to merge in your awareness isn't confusion. It's your angelic consciousness operating outside linear time, accessing multiple dimensions of reality simultaneously through your enhanced psychic perception. Your ability to sense the presence of spiritual beings or departed loved ones isn't fantasy. It's your natural clairvoyant gifts, allowing you to perceive beyond the physical realm, maintaining your connection to the spiritual dimensions. During dream time, especially under the crescent moon, you might find yourself receiving detailed visions or messages. These aren't just dreams, they're your psychic abilities operating at their peak, unfettered by waking consciousness. Think about those times when you've known exactly where to find something lost, or how to solve a problem without any logical process. This isn't just intuition. It's your psychic abilities accessing information from the universal field of consciousness. The way certain places or objects seem to tell you their stories isn't imagination. It's your natural psychometric abilities, the capacity to read the energetic imprints and histories held within physical matter. Your heightened sensitivity to energy and ability to predict energetic shifts isn't just good instinct. It's your clairvoyant nature operating as an early warning system, helping you and others navigate the unseen currents of life. Those moments, when you receive clear guidance about your path or purpose, aren't just inspiration. They're your psychic abilities connecting you directly with your higher self and spiritual guides, accessing your divine blueprint. The way you can often sense the root cause of others' problems or illnesses isn't just empathy. It's your clairvoyant abilities naturally scanning multiple dimensions to identify the source of disharmony. During crescent moon phases, you might notice an increased ability to remote view or access information about distant places and events. This isn't imagination. It's your consciousness naturally expanding beyond physical limitations. Your capacity to see potential futures or possible outcomes isn't just good planning. It's your natural precognitive abilities, allowing you to glimpse the probability waves of various choices and their consequences. The deep knowing you carry about ancient wisdom and spiritual truths isn't just learning from this lifetime. It's your psychic connection to your own vast soul history, accessing knowledge gathered across multiple dimensions and existences. From this viewpoint, these psychic and clairvoyant abilities aren't separate from you. They're integral aspects of your angelic nature, expressing itself through your human form. The crescent moon serves as a cosmic key, unlocking these gifts more fully when you choose to embrace and develop them.